Come on and hear the music.
Support for the following program was provided in part by Creative Opus Designs, a creative combination of art and jewelry design. Up next, I get to talk with singer-songwriter Marielle. Her colorful background and all types of music gives her a hot rock vibe that's been very well received. With her smooth, sexy voice, fans keep begging for more. Marielle. Let's get to know more about Miss Marielle.
So for those of you who've heard it before, I hope it sounds new and good.
Marielle. It's good
Hello.
to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Oh, no problem. So you're from the area? Have you lived here all of your life? Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Actually, no. I came from Indiana, so it's pretty different from here. I decided, I've been out here a couple times. I lived in the Kensington and things like that in between school. So I was like, I kind of like Maryland. I can handle going to Maryland. So I moved out here about 5 years ago.
Okay, you're happy with the move? It's definitely different from Indiana.
Yeah, well, a lot of stuff picked up once I got here. You know, everything was much slower in Indiana. You know, there's not a lot of a scene of anything. So it was really good to come out here and just kind of like dive in and do something else.
Yeah, it's a different pace, I would.
Yeah, it's a little faster than Indiana.
Was it a hard move coming here away from your family and everything and starting over again?
No, we're all kind of spaced out. One brother is in Wyoming. Another brother is here. My mom's in Indiana. Then we have family sporadically spread out everywhere. So it wasn't too bad. I've always been kind of a nomad, so it worked out pretty well.
And do you have any formal training in music?
Somewhat. I went to the Indiana School of Music for audio engineering, and while I was there, I took a lot of performance classes. There was something called IU Soul Review, which really taught you how to perform in general. You're with a group of guys and girls. We would sing like old soul songs, funk songs, and we would put on a big show at the end of the year. And in that, they would teach you everything from how to connect with an audience, how to really show what you're singing, and not, you know, you can't be singing about your dog dying and smiling around, you know. So I did that. I did an a cappella group called Ladies First, and that was long before Glee came out. So that was really cool.
So what was that like working in I mean, it's a totally different than now. A cappella is that's kind of like a sign of whether you can really sing. If you can sing a cappella, you can really
Yeah, because you
have that auto-tune thing going on.
You have to do it, and they'll hear you, you know, and you got to kind of be creative. You have to think of, how am I going to make a bass sound? You know, you going to say boom, or are you just going to ooh? Like, which better to do? And what it mainly did, though, is hone in on harmonies. It really taught me how to listen for harmonies, how to find other harmonies, and I'd recommend that for everybody to do first, you know.
Well, and that's also rare. I mean, it's usually men that are a cappella.
That was like the big
barbershop band kind of thing.
Yeah, yeah.
That must have been interesting to find other women who were interested in that.
It was cool because the guys and the girls always had like this competition. The guys always won all these state competitions for a cappella, and it usually is a guy thing. So they had little fun rivalries between the guys and the girls a cappella groups and stuff.
Okay, and you were in a band called Six Play, right?
Yes, that was here. When I first got here, I decided to just try out.
How did that, it was a cover band?
Yeah.
Did that help you kind of build the career you have now as far as getting out there and getting comfortable with being in front of people, or?
Yeah, before I came out here, I kind of, you know, I'd sang out, but it wasn't really like, I didn't use any of the things that I had potentially growing inside. You know, I was still really nervous, hands shaky, things like that. And then when I came out here, it taught me how to, you know, you have to command an audience, you have to keep people interested, or they're gonna go off to the bar and forget about you guys, you know. So that helped me learn that, and helped me learn how to sing with another lead singer and how to work with their energy and kind of play off of them. So it gave me a lot of experience to just be a front singer, you know.
So where do you see yourself for the next 10 years?
Rocking out somewhere, singing on a stage, whether I'm, you know, having some gigs down in DC, and that's my, you know, steady thing that I do every week, then I'd be just as happy. But I see myself still on a stage singing and collaborating with different artists.
And so you played guitar. Are there any other instruments you play?
You know, I'm trying to learn some other ones, but I find that, you know, if I don't stick to one, you kind of let another one slip to the side. But I've kind of been a guitar person most of my life.
Yeah, my daughter's getting into guitars. So.
Oh, yeah?
It's hard, though. You're right. You have to kind of stay with one thing, or you forget. You know, you get excited about piano, and then you forget what you did with guitar. And
then you have to relearn the simple things, you know, and then it gets harder.
Now, do you go back to Indiana regular? I mean, do you play there?
Not as often as I should.
As much as your mother might want you to.
Yeah, exactly. Right? She's like, come every weekend. I haven't played out there. My goal is to go back to maybe like the old college hangouts and kind of like the places that I really started listening to music. I'd definitely like to go back there and do some shows there.
Are you working on any projects right now?
Yeah, the new band Photo Radio, we've been just writing. We're going to be doing some shows here and there coming up in the next few months. We have one next month, April 6th at Chapala's, so I'm very excited to go back there.
Where can we find your music?
You can go to ReverbNation.com, go under Mary L. You can go to MaryLangford.com.
Okay. Well, it was great getting to know you, and maybe you can come back once you got, you know, once you're done working on your projects with the band, and we can help promote a little more.
That'd be awesome. Thank you for having me. I appreciate it all.
That's our show for this week. I'll see you next time on Musically Hot in the DMV.